down, man. We got all night.
Hey, come on, you guys, let's go. We have to leave.
Hey, calm down. You sound like a school crossing guard. Yeah,
Crossing guard? You know what happened last month, John. I'm serious, man. My mom's not going to use it for 3 months.
What about the months before that, huh? What, all the other times. Last year we used to come
Tiny,
home
Jennifer, let's go. We have to leave.
God, man. Hey, party time.
We're back, Wade. Look at that. I love it when I see that.
All right, let's play tag. You're it.
I love it.
You guys, my mom's making me give the car back, okay? I'm serious.
Does that mean we have to...
Jennifer, give me my keys, okay? Jennifer, give me the keys back.
Hey, you guys, Wade says we gotta go.
You guys, we have to leave. I'm serious. Let's go. Tiny, listen to me. My mom said I have to get the car back. I'm serious.
Okay, everybody, we gotta get the car back.
Okay, let's go.
Aye, Captain Wayne. Yes, sir. Shall I open the door for you, sir? Here you are, sir. Your car. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. There's your car, sir. Here's my beer, sir. Get me beer. I got my beers. Where are you spilled? Let's go. We'll take your bid.
Hey, what's up with my car, man?
Hey, don't worry. He's got it.
Look, I gotta be back in 10 minutes. I don't want my car to be picked up.
Well, go, Wayne, go.
Let me feel your motor running. My mom's car.
Where are we?
I don't know.
I have a bad feeling about this.
All right, victims, let's line it up. We haven't got all day. Victim 2637, victim 2638, victim 2639.
Wait a minute. Who are you? What do you think you're doing?
I'm doing my job. What do you think you're doing?
Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever it is, I don't think I like it.
Excuse me, are we dead?
Not quite. There's just a little paperwork to be done yet.
Well, what do you mean paperwork?
Well, let's just say you're real close.
Well, how close is close? And who are you?
Well, I'm in charge of victims and the disposition thereof. And close is close.
Well, I don't think I'm ready to be dead yet.
Well, now, that's encouraging. Of course, you do have some say in the matter.
We do?
Victim school.
What?
Victim school. You go to victim school, and if you pass, all this comes off your record. It's right over there. Classes fill up pretty quick. You probably better hurry. Victim school. Look up the word victim for us. Now then, this is a victim school, the purpose of which is to ascertain just what a victim is, thereby determining how to avoid becoming one again. Margot?
How did you know my name?
You'd be surprised what we know up here. How does the dictionary define a victim?
It says a person who suffers from a destructive or injurious action, a person who is deceived or cheated.
Most people at some point in their lives are victims of one thing or another. For some, it's a learning experience, while for others, it's a beginning of a way of life. Victims come in all colors, sizes, and ages. The key to being a victim is to be weaker than the weak person who's doing the victimizing. People who victimize prey upon innocence, gullibility, and trust. They prey upon the very insecurities that undermine your own personal power and wisdom. To avoid being a victim, you have to take responsibility for yourself and learn how to deal with difficult situations and not let those insecurities, your fears, your feelings of guilt stand in the way of taking care of yourself. Now, what we have here is the object of our first lesson. Who's responsible for this tragedy?
I guess it was me. I was the one driving.
This police report indicates speed in excess of 80 miles an hour. You care to tell me why you were driving that fast?
We were just partying a little too much, and...
And you made the decision to go 80 miles an hour?
No, I didn't. It wasn't my fault. My mom would kill me if she ever thought I was driving the car that fast. They just kept yelling, faster, faster.
Yeah, it was kind of our fault.
Yeah, I guess we were egging him on.
I see. So they made the decision for you?
I guess so.
They decided for you to push your foot down on that gas pedal, and they were responsible for the car going out of control and crashing.
I guess so.
Well, you guessed wrong. Now, if you're going to graduate from this school, first thing you've got to understand is that you and you alone are responsible for what happens to you. Wayne Cameron.
Hey, that's my name.
Of course it is. It's the book of your life. Unfortunately, most of the pages are still blank.
Wait a minute. That's not my handwriting.
Of course it isn't. It's theirs. You gave up your power and let them do the writing for you. And I'll bet it's not the first time you did it either. You recognize any of this handwriting?
That's the bully who used to steal my lunch money in 3rd grade all the time. And that's my big brother. He used to pick on me.
Does anybody see a pattern here?
Sounds to me, well, like people have been pushing him around a lot.
Sure looks that way. Looks like you've developed the habit of giving up your own authority. What's the root of that word, authority?
Author?
Exactly. And what do authors do?
They write stuff.
And what do you call someone who lets other people write in their book for them? Try victim. How does it feel when you agree to become a human target? What's it feel like when you give up your own authority?
I guess I always feel real uncomfortable.
You guess. You're not sure?
No, I'm sure.
You bet you're sure. Why don't you pick a spot, Wayne? Now, all of you have got to learn to be aware of that uncomfortable feeling you get when somebody else is making your decisions for you. You all know the feeling I'm talking about. It's that little voice inside. That's your signal to take charge and to be responsible for yourself and to make your own decisions based on your own values. Ooh, I'll bet you didn't get that black eye from walking into a telephone pole.
I sort of fell.
There's no need to make up excuses around here. We've got the book.
I did fall. After he hit me. My boyfriend, Paul, has a bad temper.
And at what point did you decide to volunteer to become his punching bag?
Well, it's probably my fault, because...
Now, who thinks that Jennifer's boyfriend's got the right to hit her for whatever reason?
Nobody has that right.
I don't know why she puts up with it. Margot. It's been going on for months. Margot. He knows everything anyway.
Jennifer?
We really do love each other. And, well, he's so sorry afterwards. He promises he won't do it again. But he does. I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid to leave him or something.
Jen, it seems to me you'd be afraid to stay. I mean, this guy could kill you, you know, if he got real crazy or something. Why don't you tell somebody?
I don't want to get him in trouble. And, well, part of me doesn't want to leave him because...
Because?
Because I'm afraid I might not be able to get another boyfriend. I think you should tell him to stop it, or that you'll leave him.
Easier said than done, huh? Fear and affection can both get in the way of sticking up for yourself. But ultimately, you have to decide who's going to write in your book.
Sounds to me like what that guy needs is a taste of his own medicine.
Well, another country heard from.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm no victim. What are you doing with that book?
There are no secrets up here, Tiny. Perhaps you'd care to tell us about the older man in the video arcade.
Look, that was no big deal, all right? That was, well, it was just something that happened.
Well, it's okay, Tiny. Tell us, please. What What did he do to deserve getting beat up?
Well, he seemed like a real nice man. I mean, he offered to share some beers with us. So we went up to his hotel room. We were all laughing and having a good time and stuff, you know, drinking some beers. Then it turns out the guy wants sex. I felt tricked or ripped off or cheated. I felt like beating on the guy.
Do you think beating on him was the way to deal with that particular problem?
No, I guess not. But I mean, I was just so angry inside. I mean, well, why do you have to pick on me? I mean, do I look gay?
Well, whatever was going on in his mind had nothing to do with you. And obviously, he was in the need of help. And what did you do?
I broke the guy's nose.
And after he recovered, I'll bet he went right back to that arcade and started looking for somebody else to victimize.
Yeah, even your little brother hangs out there.
I never realized how important it is to tell.
Yes, Margot, telling is very important. And if we're going to tell the authorities about someone, what are they going to need?
Description?
And what's a good description?
How tall they are?
What kind of clothes they're wearing?
I like birthmarks or scars or...
Hairstyles?
What kind of car they're driving?
Very good. And if we're going to do our part to stop all this victimizing, we're going to have to provide the authorities with all the information possible. Margot, could you have given a good description of your old neighbor, the one that lived next door to you? When did he first start playing touching games with you?
When I was in 2nd grade.
And did you tell anybody?
I told my mom, but she didn't believe me.
Did you tell anybody else?
No, because I was embarrassed. And I was confused. I just always stayed away from him.
Just another one of his victims, huh?
What do you mean? You know, Margot, you should have told so somebody could stop him from doing the same thing to other little kids. He's probably still doing it.
You should have kept telling till somebody believed you.
Margot? Why do you think it's so difficult to talk about these kinds of things?
Maybe it's out of fear of getting someone you know in trouble.
Is that true? It's obvious that he was already in trouble. And what he really needed was some help. And telling could make that happen.
Well, he was really nice to me in a lot of ways. And I thought that if I told, he would go to jail.
Well, that's understandable. But would you feel the same way if he held you up with a gun?
Well, this is different. I mean, I kind of felt like maybe it was my fault.
Sexual abuse is never your fault. Now, you just get that thought right out of your head. All of you.
If you listen to my father, everything in the universe is my fault.
Yes, Sean. I can see that. Is that why you ran away?
I ran away because I couldn't stand it any longer.
How long's your father had this drinking problem?
As long as I can remember. I mean, he's always coming home drunk and fighting with my mom and hitting on me. And he always has me grounded for some dumb reason.
Sean, I can see why your home environment was bad and you wanted to do something about it, but you ran away from a problem instead of running to a solution.
I don't understand.
What do we want to do when we want to stop being victimized?
Tell someone?
Oh, sure. And who am I going to tell?
Well, you can start by telling your friends.
How about a hotline?
Hey, that's a good idea. There's all kinds, you know, like for child abuse and battered women and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a friend, and she goes to Alateen meetings, and she says that they're really great.
These are all good ideas. It's easy to forget how much support we have around us all the time, but it's there.
Yeah, I guess running away was pretty stupid. I mean, looking back at it now, I didn't solve any problems. I just made things worse.
By running away, you were making yourself more vulnerable to being victimized in all sorts of other ways.
Now that I think about it, you know that uncomfortable feeling you were talking about? Well, I had it when I was hitchhiking.
Well, I don't doubt it. When you're on the road there and with your thumb sticking out, you're really wearing your target. You see how one bad situation can turn into an even worse one? All of you were running away by being out there drinking and driving and taking life-threatening risks. Now then, are you all ready to go back out there and continue living in the real world?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see. Sean, what should a person do when he has a problem he wants to run away from?
Tell someone and get some help.
Jennifer, you gotta retire from the punching bag business and get some counseling.
This is my last black eye.
Tiny, you gonna recognize your own ability to deal with difficult situations without resorting to self-defeating violence?
Yes, sir, I certainly will.
Margot, you gotta pay attention to your own feelings of discomfort and tell whoever you have to.
I'm going to tell until somebody believes me.
Wayne, are you gonna start driving your own life and not let backseat drivers do it for you?
I think it's about time.
Well, sounds to me like you're all ready to re-enter life as non-victims. Remember, this is just the beginning. It takes a lot of effort to stay awake behind the wheel of your own life. It's just that now you'll all have guardian angels. Well, be honest with you, you always did. It's just that now you'll know it.
Whoa. Hey, that's us.
Well, of course it is. Where do you think that little voice inside comes from, if not from yourselves? Your task now is just pay more attention to it. Well, I guess this is where I say goodbye, and good luck. And I hope I don't see any of you again for a long time to come. Well, all right, victims, let's line it up. We haven't got all day.